Hey everybody, how you all doing? Mikey's here with a tobacco dip-ish, dippish, snooshish review because I'm not really quite sure how to classify this stuff. Today we are taking a look at Copenhagen spit-free pouches. This is the green can, which I believe is spearmint. Copenhagen spit-free, nice plastic can, metal lid. Some embossing on the Copenhagen. Is that embossed on the 1812? Nope. All nice and green with the Surgeon General's warning. And got their logo on the side. All kinds of information. UPC code. Don't take my Cope Rewards code. I'm saving those. This is middle of May when I'm filming this. They're changing their point system. It'll go live on June 1st. I've been saving my Cope cans so I can go in and do that, yeah. Anyway, on the side here, limited to eligible tobacco consumer 21. Oh, that's the Cope Rewards. U.S. Smokeless Tobacco Company in Nashville, Tennessee. Got their 800 number. Their net weight is 0.58 ounces. That's 16.5 grams for you metric folks. Smokeless tobacco, underage sale prohibited. Tax class M. Sale only allowed in the United States, and 100% American tobacco. Alrighty. And on the back, you got their guaranteed fresh and their best buy date, which I have until middle of August to enjoy the rest of this can. Alrighty, let's crack this bad boy open. Now, a lot of people say that Copenhagen Spit Free is a rebanded version of Skoal Snus. I'm going to take a look. And I cannot get my finger under the... Oh, there we go. Fingers under the band. At least it was. Get in there. Get it open. Go past the UPC where it's all nice and doubled up and thick. There we go. And we have... Oh, yep. Nice and spearminty-ish. White, fluffy pouches. These pouches are... kind of big. Yes, they are. Kind of big. The aroma, I'm getting a nice minty. It smells sweet, which if I remember, it's been a long time since I had these. I haven't tried these things since like last fall. Now, Copenhagen. Skoal. They're the same size. Same size. Feels like they got about the same amount. Actually, yeah, roughly the same amount. The Skoal Smooth Mint. I want to say the Skoal Smooth Mint has a slightly different aroma, but this can has been opened and there's only 5 left. So kind of hard to tell if it's actually a different aroma or that these have just had a chance to air out a little bit more. Very similar. They're identical in appearance. Yeah. If I were to mix these up and hand them to somebody and ask you, which one's the Skoal, which one's the Cope, I wouldn't be able to tell. They're identical. Yeah. They're literally the same length. Actually, wait a minute. Or is that just because that's scrunched up? I was going to say the Skoal was a little bit skinnier, but that's just the corners are scrunched up. But yeah, same length, same width, and they feel like they have roughly the same amount of tobacco in each one. So, now if I remember, these things are very sweet. Extremely sweet. Why? Because I seem to think Americans won't enjoy a snus product unless it's sweet. Which, don't get me wrong, I enjoy sweet stuff, but there's something to be said for a subtle sweetness instead of a candy-like sweetness. Oh, trying to read the Skoal can, figure out what it said. I'm going to have to hit the pause button on this one because these things are dry. The moisture content on these is nothing. I'm going to hit the pause button, let this juice up for a little bit, and I'm going to dissect one of each of these. And we'll see if we can actually get a little bit of a show there. Is there anything important? Yeah. Be right back. Okay, here we go. Copenhagen and Skoal. I've dissected a pouch. They look identical. They all have the dark color. Little blondish pieces in there. Same size cut. Same pretty much everything. So, yeah. I'm saying these are the same product. I say they're the same. Pouches are the same. The contents look identical. This one's had a chance to juice up now. It's a very sweet product. If you want something sweet and spearminty, or if you want something sweet and pepperminty, try the blue can. This is the green can, which is more of a spearmint. All in all, they're not bad. They're not bad at all. I enjoy these when I'm in the mood for something sweet. The one thing I will give them, they have a very nice pouch size. They've made them nice and bulky like this, so they'll feel like dip. They feel like a dip pouch in the lip. I put this in the lower deck instead of the upper, just so it'll juice up faster and release some more flavor. But yeah, definitely sweet, definitely spearminty. Nice flavor, spit free. Looking at the tobacco, I mean, you got the brown, you got the dark browns, you got the light blondish brown pieces. The bits, same size, same cut, same pouches. I'm calling these the same product. So there might be a slight difference in the flavoring that they put on them. That might be about it. But the contents and the packaging, the pouches and the contents of the pouches, as far as I can tell, they look identical. So yeah, when people say they're the same thing, yeah, yep, I have no doubt, well, hardly any doubts at all from looking at these guys. It's got to be the same thing. They look too much alike to not be a separate product. I mean, pouch material, pouch contents, the flavors are almost identical, if not identical. It's hard to say because I've had this tin open for a little while. So it could just be that these have had a chance to air out a little bit. When you first open a fresh can, you got that aroma really strong. Then after a while, it kind of dissipates a little bit as you use it. And I believe that's what I'm running into with this. But yeah, all in all, Cope and Skoal, they're snus products. They're pretty much the same thing. It just depends on if you're a Cope guy or if you're a Skoal guy. Or some stores might carry one, they might not carry the other. They might carry both. It's hard to say. Flavor-wise, sweet mint, kind of like a stick of gum, a Tic Tac, something along that line. I do like the feel of the pouches because they actually have some bulk to them. They feel like a dip pouch, which is nice. And I think that's what they're aiming for. They're trying to make these as much like a dip pouch as possible to appeal to the guys who are used to that size in their lip, the dip pouches. Yet this would be a spit-free product. So you can have one of these in your lip. You can barely tell it's there. Slight bulge right there. But any stranger walking up, they would be hard-pressed to know that it's there. People who know me, oh, you got a fat lip? And that's about it. But all in all, nice, sweet, minty. Definitely much sweeter than its Swedish counterparts. Much sweeter. And I do not know how they process the tobacco. I'm assuming they'd use a pasteurization process to make it spit-free where you can swallow. But I don't know if this has any dark fire in it. or if this is just straight Virginia burleys that have been air cured, like the Swedish Snus. That I do not know. Coming from Cope and Skoal, it could go either way. It's hard to say. If this is dark fired, then it's not as safe as its Swedish counterpart, because you do pick up some the carcinogenic compounds from the dark firing process. But it's hard to say. Anyway, this has been Cope. They're spit-free, green can, sweet, experimenty, nice flavor. You don't have to spit. Has the same bulk as a dip pouch, which is nice if you're trying to transition over and you like that familiar feeling. All in all, a decent product. My only beef is that it's a little too sweet for my taste. I like stuff that has a more subtle sweetness when it comes to my tobacco products. This is a bit too sweet. However, there's a lot of guys out there, you dig this stuff because it's sweet. I understand that. I get it. I used to dig sweet stuff too, but I've been losing weight past year or so. I've lost 40 pounds in the last year. But in that process of getting used to eating different foods and changing my lifestyle a little bit, I just haven't, I lost a large chunk of my sweet tooth. And I had a big sweet tooth back in the day. So anyway, I will catch you all later with another snus snuff dip chew or alternate product review. Like and subscribe if you enjoy the content, and I will catch you all later with another review. Until then, take care, enjoy, don't work too hard, go fishing. Yeah, enjoy.